Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of NHL20 franchise GM mode, taking the Tacoma Walleye into their 2026-27 draft and into the postseason. All right, we're gonna see if it's possible to swindle a couple of teams. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pull it off, but maybe. All right, we are not going to get the first overall team. I have no doubt about that. But I do believe I was going for the 5th overall player. Was that right? Mercier, or he would have been 3rd? 3rd. Okay. So we're going for the 3rd overall pick. If I gave you guys my 1st overall pick, and I also gave you guys a 2nd round pick. Oh, they're not going to go for that. And another 2nd round pick. Nah, didn't think so. Well, what if I gave you this 1st pick and my 1st round pick for next year? I mean, it's 2 1st round picks. Really? You're not going to go for that? If I also included a 2nd round pick. I mean, it's going to be expensive, but listen, if I could pull it off, they just don't want to give up that pick. Okay. Alright. What about you guys? Would you possibly be willing to play the game? No, they don't want that 1st round pick either. Yeah, you're not going to go for it. Now, there's a possibility this player would slip to 5th, and instead Cole gets picked. So I could go for, what if I tried to trade for the 3rd overall pick guy? Or 4th, rather. Let's try Fresno. Hey, we've made some trades together. Any chance we can make some more magic happen? What about my other 1st round pick? I mean, that's a hell of an offer. Yeah, damn it, they're not going to go for it. Okay. So you guys, I don't actually want that pick. What I want is something that I'll never be able to get. Holy crap, there ain't no way. Oops. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. So, because the thing is, I really don't have anybody worth taking a stab at. Do I have any... Look at that. Come on, these are two things that you want. You got 50 contracts too, so hold on. Baron. Or Volk. I mean, we went crazy to pick him up, but Anderson's already got the jump on him. Yin Yang's not going to go for that. You guys are going to be even tougher to get to do this. That's not what I meant to do. Look. What if I added another pick? That entice you? Come on, man. What about my other first round pick? Come on, baby. Go for it. Man. This sucks. No. What if I offered you that second round pick as well? Wait, that's not the one I wanted to offer him. Come on. This is so much better than what you've got. Ah, you guys suck. What if I offered you my first round pick, Anderson, it was even better. Oh, they went for it! Oh, they went for it! Okay. Holy shit, I don't believe I pulled that off. Oh, you guys. Alright, they did take Mercier. That leaves Cole, who my scouts thought he should go third overall. No weaknesses. Magic hands, pro release, skating. He's 6 foot, 188. Mesh well in any locker room. He's NHL ready. This was worth the move. Giving up a Anthony, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to me ripping my hair out in the draft. Okay. Michael Cole. That is the dude. Elite, elite, elite. Thank you. And funny enough, we need right wings. And another thing that's funny is if I manage to pull off, if I can pull off this next selection, I might even get a pretty solid goaltender. I have the 49th pick overall next, so work our way down here. And this is who we're looking at. So as long as somebody doesn't jump to pick up Stanislav Jas, we're gonna nab him and look at that. So that's a hell of a possible snag, but I don't need to go through anything crazy to try to get him. I should be able to. Right, none of you guys did anything crazy? Alright. Come to Papa. Starter. At a 70 overall. Oh, by the way, I did not look to see. An 80 overall is what Mr. Cole is. Alright, so we did get Yas. Anthony's saying, looks like a good draft class this year. Yeah, you know what's funny? So the scouts say that all the time, right? Well, as it turns out, this was an okay draft class, but the one year that they were like, this is a bad draft class, like they said it doesn't look like it's going to be that great, that was the year that I picked up like the best possible players. I don't know what that was all about. Alright, so I've got 2 picks in a row here. Pittis was one that I was looking at, so I'll be able to get him. And I guess we'll look at Paul Reese as a... I wasn't initially expecting to get him, so we'll grab him. All right there, Paul Reese. What do you end up turning into? A top 6 defenseman. And that could also turn into me flipping for another pick at some point. Okay, Pittis. Just to make sure that was indeed who I was targeting. Yeah. What do you end up as? A top 6 forward. Okay. Now. 68. We have a bunch of second round picks, so. Next was Crawford, unless there was somebody better still available. Michelini. Driven to win. We might go for that. Or... we might... work ethic, character, defensive zone play. Nope. Injury prone. No thank you. B, C, B and a bunch of C's. And he is... ugh, not quite the same. Well, I guess we'll take the risk here. Michelini, what do you end up as? Top 6 forward. Okay, so not Crawford. I don't know. Somebody must have snagged him, huh? Somebody must have. Okay. So we got Mikkel. I'm writing this down so I can go over it later on when I decide what I am and am not going to hold on to. Okay. Pick 81. I had McBride. Oh, wait, what's this? 81st overall. For the 86th overall. And around 5 in 2028. Okay. There really wasn't anybody that amazing, so let me quickly mark down 2028 round 5. Yes, guys, I'm getting very nerdy about this. Michelini definitely looked like the best player there in that late second round. Yeah, he was definitely the one that was worth taking a shot at. So I was going to go for this McBride character. He would have been my 81st pick. Now, if he's still there for my 84th pick, that would be pretty awesome. So let's see. Let's accept this trade. Now, who did they... Nakis. There's Crawford. I must have just completely not seen him. That's okay. So they made a trade, and it looks like I'm going to get the guy I was targeting anyway. I don't need any more goaltenders, or I would go for that. So he's an elite medium. And he's a big, tough kid. I'm going to take the risk with him because I have another pick where I might also be able to pick up Hamilton. Which originally I was looking at Bolbrook, but I don't think I don't think I'm going to go after him this time. What does Rome look like? Oh, wait. Elite speed, offensive instincts, and balance. Hold on. We're going for this kid. Top 4 defensemen. Looks like I made the right decision. A top 4 defenseman, huh? Alright, well. On the 86th pick, see, they went for McBride. Turned out to be a top 9 forward. That's okay. That top 4 defenseman, it looks like an offensive defenseman, even though it says two-way. So I might go for, I might get Hamilton after all. So here's the thing: is I'm looking at 2 elite low. Foot speed, face-offs, and agility are problems. Puck protection, strength, playmaking ability. So this is a big, tough kid, even though he's only 5'11". Physical is an A, so he's going to be hard to push around. They don't know if he can handle a professional environment. But then we got another big shooter, although he's injury-prone. And I don't think we got that good of a look at him, did we? I think this is a smarter play, is going for Hamilton. Top 6 forward, okay. And again, that's the whole trick here, is to target the elite. And, you know, at worst, you get like a top 6 forward, a top 9 forward. But top 6 forward is nothing to sneeze at. Even if it's nothing more than to entice somebody into a trade later. All right, now we have the 4th round about to start, and we'll have the 110th pick overall, which I was looking at. Ooh, the player I was looking at might have slipped. Okay, where is he? Okay, so I was looking at him and Bentley. Meshes well in the locker room, that's important. But then there's also... See, this is why I wasn't as prone to lean this way, because his playmaking, his passing, and his offensive consistency is not good. And I mean, even if he was going to be a strong defensive player, you got to have passing, dude. So, let's see how Colombe turns out. I don't know how to say it, but top 9 forward, 58 overall. All right, so he's a project. That's okay. Now we have the 119th overall coming up. I was looking at Lockhart. And we're also going to get to the point where players that I was looking at as, oh, I might go for this guy, I might go for that guy, are going to start to be like, I'm going to be changing my mind frequently simply because picks that aren't taking place like I thought they would. But Lockhart. Was Lockhart or Lindsay? Face-offs, that's kind of a problem. Or Lindsay. And I think that's what turned me off of this one. Lacks the drive to win, and his offensive and defensive consistency are crap. So, we'll take the roll of the dice, and we'll go with Lockhart, as I initially was hoping for. Alright, top 9 forward, possibly. It's only potential, doesn't mean they're actually going to make to that. Alright, so another pick in the 4th round. We're going for Bobrovsky if he's available. Alright, Goaltender I don't need. Wait, didn't we just look at him? Agility, strength, and injury prone. The injury prone thing scares me, but leadership ability, that's an important thing. So even if he turns out to be like a bottom 6 player, he could still have a leadership role on the team. Top 9 forward, so he could possibly slot in there somewhere. Cannot underestimate the importance of leadership, because if you got your players that are good leaders, and you know they can add to the morale of your team, and if your overall morale of the team goes up, your players' morale goes up. All right, so we're looking at Theodore for the 142nd overall pick. We're actually very much getting into the I'm taking the best available. There was already a guy named Nakis who got selected in this draft, I think. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, where's Theodore? He must have gotten picked already. Did he get picked already, or is he after Hobby Bullen and I was confusing myself? No? Somebody must have grabbed him, which is weird. Alright, so Hobby Bullen. Might not be so good, but I don't think there's really anything wonderful. So let's just take a risk. Let's take a risk. Bottom 6 forward. That's alright. Again, risks are worth taking, because if, you know, worst comes to worst, I'll just trade them for a 7th round pick later on, or a 6th round pick, or combine them with another player. And I'll flip them. I'll flip them for real. Who did I have? This is where I would have taken Hobby Bullen, but alright, we are officially in who's the best available. Injury prone, defensive zone play, balance, heavy slap shot. Pettit, loyalty is a concern, but looks a little more put together. Top 9 forward. Write that down. Left wing. I have way too many left wings on my team, by the way. It is absolutely saturated. Now, pick number 183. I am... Yeah, the next 2 picks, these are all about, well, whoever's the first elite guys that are available, that's who we're aiming for. Defenseman again. Offensive instinct, magic hands, great puck mover. Foot speed, defensive injury prone. I hate seeing injury prone. But a guy who's got a B, A, and B minus, C minus, C minus this late, it's not bad. Alright, top 6 defenseman. Which basically means, yeah, he'll make your NHL roster. So Jay Bauk. Welcome aboard. I think this is where I had this Gauthier guy. But I think he's deep in the... There he is. Yeah, here's me. I was looking at this and I'm like, well, I need right wings. But loyalty's a concern. I'm kind of turned off by that. That ain't bad for a late pick. Alright there, Yonkman. And I think I already have a player named Yonkman on my team. Now we might have a second. Holy shit! Look at this. An elite low. Well then. Let's write down. So that was a hell of a lucky pick. All right, round 7. I got 5 picks, so these are all going to be best available again. In fact, boom. This will be the 203rd overall pick. What do we got available here? At least I know there's elite mediums available up here. And a puck control meshes well in the locker room. Nope, let's go for Jilson. Jilson, elite low, another Magic pick. Damn. This is definitely some Magic rolls of the dice. Sylvester we were ignoring, I think. We don't know anything about this guy. Except he seems to be pretty inconsistent. Alright, maybe we'll take the risk with Sylvester. Bottom 6 forward. Odds are these guys will be traded away. Anybody who's a bottom 6, because I have no real reason to hold on to them. Alright, the next elite available is... Or should we take a risk on a top 4 defenseman? Nope. What about this guy? Offensive and defensive consistency is an issue. That's not good. Unfortunately, there's all these players we really don't know anything about. Let's see what happens if we pick this guy. 7th defenseman. That's a definite future trade. And now I've got a lot of defensemen sitting there in my queue. You know what? I'm just taking the risks, I think. What do we get out of you? Turns into a 7th day. And now for the last pick of the draft for us. This will likely be someone we have no scouting on. Let's go for it. Palapus. Bottom 6. But the main thing to get out of this draft, the important part, is that we nailed that high-end right winger. M. Cool and Jazz. We got those two players who could turn into monsters. Cool is definitely looking like he's going to crack our starting lineup right away. Jazz might be a future project, or he becomes a trade prospect for the future. All right, 2 coaches to re-sign. All right, associate coach. Okay, we have $1 million remaining, so I can bump you up a little bit. And goalie coach. Who we think is making more than the associate coach. Okay, next we're going to hear about how many of our scouts have a... There they are. We're just going to give them what they're asking for. This contract of yours. You guys are the ones asking. This is the offer that you want. Say this every season. The way that you word it, you make it sound like I'm trying to shortchange you, but I am giving you the years and the money that you're asking for. And yet you come off so snotty. It's like they forget they're NHL scouts. They're not NHL players. All right, Biggs. He's probably going to get a payday. Reasoner's going to get a payday. Oh, boy. Things are about to become expensive. Zika. Okay, you are someone we picked up in a trade. We're making 3.7 million, almost 3.8. Oh, you're taking a pay cut. Let's see if we can get you. Oh, Reasoner. Oh, you're gonna break my heart. No? Oh no, my friend. We are signing you long term. Cole, I believe we're going to bring him in right away. Yep, you're getting your entry-level contract right now. Full potty. Depends on what you're asking for. Ooh. I might. Hmm. He might get traded. Depending on... Alright, Mironov. Mironov, 79 overall. Oh, he is definitely a sniper. He's also an entry-level player. This is why people were trying to get me to trade for him. Huckins. Huckins comes cheap. So we're going to have you, hopefully until you're 30. And we'll see if you're still decent. Bottom 6 forward, you should be a cheap. Yeah. Shelley, you ought to be another cheap resign. Someone else who may become a casualty of a trade. Howell, man. He had so much potential and he just hasn't lived up to it. He was just never really able to stay in that up at the top. All right, Holik, entry-level contract. Finlay and Westland. You guys are both going to be cheap. These guys are simply AHL players. Drummond. I think this is your... Yeah, this is your entry-level contract. AHL bottom 6. You'll be cheap. Man, that is quite the mug. Sim, you can wait. Ooh, we are giving you your entry level. Oops. Finally, my overall salary had dropped down, but now it's gonna skyrocket again. And now goalies, and here's where it gets sick. Biggs. Here come the contracts. Wow. Look at the increase. 2 years at 700 and then immediately 2.4 million. Man, it just keeps skyrocketing every year. Well, we'll sign him for cheap for now. 2 years, 1.3. Turikov, entry level, I believe. Yes. Jazz is going to jump up to be a no joke pretty soon. Now, someone like Turikov, now that I have them signed to an inexpensive entry-level contract, I could turn that around and trade them off. Volk, I tried to use in a trade but wasn't able to. Now, here's the thing. I've got Gustafsson, who's a strong starter. We have Biggs, who's ready to take over the starting job. We have Karanen, who's sitting there and he's capable of taking over the starting job. So, technically, I could look for a new home for Gustafsson and just have Biggs start, lose that $6 million contract, bring these two up as a power duo. Because one thing, Gustafsson's been good, but he's about to turn 30, and I got him for $6 million for a few more years. And considering I just signed some guys for some serious cash, it would not be a bad thing to lose that. Big chunk of change. All right. Coaches better resign. Yeah. Yeah, be angry about your contracts. All right. Three scouts are happy. We knew Finley wouldn't. All right. Welcome Mironov, Karanen. Now, a lot of these contracts are going to get traded. Graps. Wang. Roll. Alright, one more check in the morale. Justin Bailey. Kind of pissy, huh? Alright. Well. And Pulio disengaged. Well, guess what? I see two players who I'm probably going to be replacing. Let me look. How my centers look. It's a lot of centers. Okay, so those are my top guys, these four. Mironov, man, he just came up out of nowhere. Huckins, unfortunately, seems to have slipped a bit, which is a shame. We might be able to get something for him, though. I could see a good trade being made for him. My main concern right now is I'm just trying to look at my top players and see if I'm looking at any holes. See, Cole is already jumping in and is going to be taking Cliff Pooh's place. So I think I'm going to trade. I'm going to trade Pooh. I'm going to trade Bailey because he's complaining. Besides, he's fucking out of here anyway. Clark, Lyson, Chichu, Heinola, Volpatti, Barry. Yeah, so no wonder Pouliot's complaining, because now he is on the outside looking in. So we will trade him away. So I really don't see any need to go for anybody in the free agency. Yeah, Gustafson, I see us trading him off, and then we'll be sticking with the youngsters. But the only thing I'm going to do, we will go to, actually, let's go to our, I guess I can't do the, alright, let's just, oh, I didn't realize I still had, scouts that needed a sign. Alright, now, trade block. Yep, Gustafson should be on there, very good. And let's also put our two complainers. Bailey. And Pouliot. I really, really wish that it would stop changing. Like it's like, oh, they lost morale because they got put on the trade block. But in the meantime, these are the guys who've been disgruntled and pissy. Okay, all teams must be at 50 contracts by the beginning of the new year. Currently we have 49. At the beginning of the year, you will have 50. I will be at my limit, but that's okay because we're about to lose a bunch. Alright, free agents. Let's just see who's available. Don't need to worry. Don't need to be worrying about goalies because they're handled. I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we have a pretty solid lineup. Alright guys, so that'll be it. In the meantime, as usual, I'm going to spend the off-stream time doing all of the off-season trades during the free agents, signing phase, and move some players, try to grab some picks for this coming draft and the following draft. Although this coming draft, man, I don't need a million picks. I've already got 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 picks. So, yeah, I think I'm all right. But you never know, you never know, you never know. I might get offered some cool shit and decide that, yeah, well. Alright, so that'll be it for now. Like I said, I'll be doing another one at some point tomorrow, and I will try to play Near Automata. Automata, Atomata, whatever. I will try to get back to that tomorrow. Hopefully I don't have stream crashes and issues again. Because that was a bummer. I wanted to play it, but... Anyway, guys, that's it for now. I hope you're all staying healthy and staying safe, washing your hands, keeping proper distance from people, and being smart. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe, hit the notification button, do all the YouTube stuff, and again, as always, until the next one, peace.